So I'm actually in Arizona. You know, the actual reason I'm in Arizona is to essentially network, to grow our brand at Three Timbers. And the thing is, with growing a new brand, it takes a whole lot of networking. So essentially what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks is networking. So our first form of networking is like networking to actually create a network of individuals you can learn from. Then the second network is a network of clients that you can tap to actually grow your business. Trust me, you need both of them to succeed. And really you can get that network, both sides, both a network of advisors and a network of customers by using what I think is the same exact strategy. Let's back up quick and let's truly define why networking is so important. If you don't do a lot of networking, you're not going to have a group of mentors and customers that surround you always. And without those customers and mentors, you'll have no one that can teach you from years of experience, no matter what the position, whether they're in landscaping, in my case, or they're in some other random industry. You'll never learn what you don't know because you don't have a network of people teaching you all of these things from all their experiences. Second, you miss the opportunity to have a network of people that essentially fund your business because they believe in you. My network, they believe in me. They essentially help fund Three Timbers because they're people that I genuinely love and they genuinely love me, and they're willing to pay to have me do things for them, just like I'd be willing to pay to have them do things for me. The first thing with networking is you have to remember that you're competing for someone's attention. Now, I know when I go and meet with a customer who I'm going to add to my network, there might be one competing company, 2, 10, 20, 50, depends on how big the job is. But that being the case, I need to be mindful of what I bring to the table because they have other options. What that means is, prior to showing up and meeting with my new individual that I'm networking with, I gotta be prepared. I need to know something about that client's job or that client individually, that mentor's career, anything about their history. So at least when I meet, we have some common ground and I can separate myself from at least the other 70% that did zero homework before meeting with that person. Second thing you need to do is make a good first impression when you're networking. At Three Timbers, for example, all my first meetings, I'm usually showing up with like a Three Timbers logo or embroidered, I don't know what the term is, collared shirt, and I'm looking fancy. I got decent pants on. I usually show up in our best truck just to make a good first impression, so we don't look like we're just kind of scummy. We always have our trucks cleaned. I'm usually relatively clean because, you know, that first impression, you got one shot and you got to make sure that you do it right. Third, you have to ask questions and listen. You start meeting with whoever it is, client, mentor, just learn from them. Be curious about their lives. Be genuinely curious. Don't be scripted. Just want to learn more about that person's values, what interests them, what they love, and what they're good at, and then learn from that. If you're just willing to be super interested, people will genuinely want to keep talking, and then they'll want to support you in return.
So the fourth thing is you need to provide value no matter what. Like whenever I meet with clients or someone I'm networking with, I always want to be a value add. I don't want to suck up their time and bring nothing to the table. So when I meet with someone, for example, for 3 Timbers, and I want them to become a part of my network or a part of my client base, I don't care if they use us or not. I'm going to explain to them exactly what makes a good contractor, how they can evaluate other contractors. I walk through their project in detail so they can quiz other contractors. And then I give them a ton of information, free quotes, free designs, so they can better analyze their own decision and their project and what they want to do moving forward. So no matter what happens in that interaction, I bring them something. I'm bringing something to the table that they remember me through. And you should do that no matter who you meet with. For whatever purpose, if you bring them value, they'll remember you. No. Fifth, utilize an online presence. Yeah, that's right. People actually look for you online, and based on your presence, they'll decide if they're gonna give you the light of day. So what I do, I have a VIP statement in my email. So it shows people what companies I own, what podcasts I'm a part of, what investments I'm a part of, and why they should trust me. On top of that, I have links to all my sites, links to all my companies. I'm just trying to give proof that I'm worth meeting with. Sixth, you gotta get creative. Some people are really hard to get in touch with, so sometimes you gotta think outside of the box. I'm gonna give you a couple ideas quick. Now, I might not do this all that much with 3 Timbers anymore, but I did do it a whole lot when I ran Go Mahi. And the reason why I used this strategy a lot and had to get creative is because everyone I was meeting with ran a $1 billion company. So I had to think outside the box to figure out how to meet with them and convince them to meet with me. First thing I would do, send them a cake on their birthday, saying happy birthday, and leaving them a little note asking them if they'd come meet with me. If that didn't work, I'd move on. Sometimes people would say, I don't have time. I have 0 time, not even a minute to go to lunch with you. So I'd send them some pizza. And there'd be a note saying, hey, I'm worried about your health. I'm downstairs if you need someone to share that pizza with. There you go, meeting. If that didn't work, this is a strategy that I actually haven't used, but this is something Ryan Serhant did. He would send all of the people he wanted to meet a book, and sometimes it would take filling an entire bookshelf for that person to finally meet with him. Lastly, I've tried this one once. A drone. Yes, great drawing, Bob. But I sent a person I realized was obsessed with flying drones a drone, but I did not give them a remote. And without that remote to fly that drone, well, they had to meet with me because, well, frankly, they wanted to fly that drone. Now, if we follow this all the way around the room, what we find is we have to be ready. If any of those people agree to meeting in that moment, you have to be ready to meet with them. You don't want to keep them waiting. And then once you meet with them, you're gonna meet, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna get what you want. And you're also gonna give them something in return so they continue to want to meet with you. Don't look so scary, though. Lastly, as we move along, you're gonna send a thank you. Send something in the mail thanking them for that meeting. Just think about them as special individuals that deserve your attention. And if you give them that attention they desire, and you treat them with the respect they deserve, they're going to be a part of your networking base forever and ever. Go find people that'll make your business better, just like I find people to make 3 Timbers better.